Elevated view of nature. The Minnesota Zoo Treetop Trail opens today. This is a unique pedestrian loop that takes you more than 30 feet above the ground. Now, the Treetop Trail is set to mark a new chapter for the Minnesota Zoo.
It looks really sweet, and today's opening coincides with another special occasion for animal lovers. Sharon is live at the zoo, ready to take us to new heights. So, Sharon, we saw bison. Any other animals awake at this hour?
The geese next to the bison are awake at this hour. The tigers were not awake, but speaking of the trail, I also wanted to add that it is 1.25 miles, so it is a good, healthy amount to walk. Somebody who's been working extremely hard to get the bison to come closer to us, Jeff Hall. You have an incredibly long title, so I'm just going to call you the president of the animals here at the Minnesota.
I suppose that'll work. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thrilled to have you here.
Talk to me about this view and some of the things, well, now the bison are on the move again, some of the things that you can see from up here that you cannot see from down there.
Well, you can pretty much see the animals from the traditional trail, but Treetop Trail, there's a different perspective that people haven't seen in a decade. And so seeing things like our American bison, our Amur tigers, our moose, this is really a wonderful perspective to see them from.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, the interim marketing communications director, Zach, was saying that the nice thing about being up here is how big the spots are for the animals.
You know, that's one of the things that's really wonderful about the Minnesota Zoo is our big, lush exhibits, giving animals a lot of choice and just giving them some fresh air and sunshine.
Yeah. You were working hard, and by working hard, I was saying you were chucking treats at the bison earlier. What was going on there?
Well, I was just trying to give them some morning treats, some alfalfa pellets to hopefully bring them a little closer to us, but bison do what bison want to do.
Yeah. I wanted to share with our viewers a little bit of a secret. If you come on the trail, there's another little hidden gem here, a longtime resident that you might come across.
There is, and if you're lucky, you just may see her, probably. We have a resident snapping turtle, probably a female that lives in Turtle Lake. And this animal, I mean, it's kind of like the Loch Ness Monster in some ways. It's a big snapping turtle, probably a carapace, which is their shell, of maybe 2 feet. And just a beautiful animal. And snapping turtles are amazing creatures, and good chance on nice warm summer days like today that you'll see that snapping turtle.
All right, thank you so much for sharing with us that tip. And you can see some maybe pre-zoo residents here. You might come across them if you're on the Treetop Trail here. Back to you guys.
Sharon, we're so excited to check out the trail. Since you're with the president of all the animals at the zoo, will you ask him, how do they plan on keeping the animals cool in this extreme heat? What are they doing there for that?
Oh, actually, that's a really great question. Alicia wants to know, since you're the president of the animals, how are you guys helping the animals stay cool in this heat? Very topical.
Well, actually, that is an important thing, certainly. It depends on the animal, like the reindeer and caribou. They're adapted for very cold climates, so we give them big high-power fans and misters, and so they keep cool that way. Other animals can retreat to shade. In the case of our American bison, no weather here really makes them upset, but they do have a beautiful pond in which to take a little swim whenever they get too warm.
Awesome. Thank you so much. See, I don't get misters or fans, but you know the reindeer do. So there we go.
All right, good to know, and yeah, can't wait to visit that.
Yeah,
it's going to be an awesome attraction. Sharon, Mr. President, thank you very much.